What is up, everybody? It's your boy Sun from 350 Weekly. Back at you again with another The Rundown video. Now, today we're going to be talking about 4 political-ish figures. Well, not really. Some of them, one of them is not really political, but, figures that have been shaking up political news lately. So, of course, everybody knows about the controversy with Pewdiepie and the Wall Street Journal. Now, the Wall Street Journal posted some articles on him saying that he's anti-Semitic and everything, and a lot of other news companies followed after that, attacking Pewdiepie. Pewdiepie made a video talking a little bit more about it. I think everybody saw his video where he addressed the issue at first. This is the second video. He talked about how YouTube tried to actually demonetize him.
Ben Fritz. I didn't want to say this because it didn't feel necessary, but there wasn't just pressure to get my show canceled. Along with other brands that I work with that they reached out to, YouTube also had pressure to demonetize my entire channel, essentially getting me fired. Luckily, my videos does not go against community guidelines, so it didn't, but they tried. So it seems only fair, by Wall Street Journal's own way of conducting themselves, that Ben Fritz should get fired. This whole thing has been embarrassing. It's been a fiasco. It doesn't make me happy when I find these things out. It makes me sad that this is the world we live in, where people make articles about people making jokes that they make themselves, trying to get their lives ruined.
Account, which was funny. This guy is over here posting the very same things that he's condemning PewDiePie for, but I guess it's a part of his job or whatever. But yeah, overall, it was a funny video, and I actually subscribed to PewDiePie after this, which I never thought I would do. So yeah, that's a plus, I guess. So yeah, that video is linked in the description down below. Now, Sargon of Akkad also made a video on that whole PewDiePie situation, which was expected. I'm subscribed to Sargon. I don't agree with everything he says, but when he's right, he's right. And about the PewDiePie thing, the media seems to constantly be being antagonized lately with Trump and these YouTubers and things like that, and they're really not helping their image. This article, I think, actually on PewDiePie actually hurt them, which was Sargon addressed in his video, which I'll link down below. But another thing I wanted to talk about with the Sargon situation is Sargon actually had gotten banned from Twitter recently. Apparently, this guy trolled him by posting a screenshot saying that Sargon messaged him asking for child porn.
Hey Jack, I hope you're watching because I want you to pay attention to what's going on your platform and what's being done to innocent people. And this is being done by probably LARPing teenagers in their bedrooms who think that being an online Nazi is cool. But check this out, Jack. Look at this. There's a bunch of the sort of anime right profiles going around saying this is a legitimate screenshot. Let me just read that out to you. Hey there, I saw you talking about how I triggered those old writers, but I need something to really trigger them. Do you have any underage porn or child porn? I'll delete it fast so nobody gets in trouble. In what universe is that likely to have happened, Jack? If this is the reason you have suspended me, you are a fucking idiot. I mean, that doesn't even make sense.
He made a video showing you how easy it is to smear somebody's image by manipulating the website, code and everything to make it look like you're talking to somebody or not, and they're saying something they're not. So definitely interesting. Check that in the link in the description down below. And that leads us to Trump. The problem with the whole Trump situation is a lot of the times he gets false information.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. President.
You okay?
You said, I am just want to get on the table. Very simply, you said today that you had the biggest electoral margin since Ronald Reagan with 304 or 306 electoral votes. In fact, President Obama got 365 in 2008.
Well, I'm talking about Republican.
President Obama 332 and George H.W. Bush 426. when he won as president. So why should Americans trust
Well,
you?
no, I was given that information. I don't know. I was just given. We had a very, very big margin.
I guess my question is, why should Americans trust you when you accuse the information they receive of being fake when you're providing information that's...
Well, I don't know. I was given that information. I've seen that information around. But it was a very substantial victory. Do you agree with that?
You're the president.
Okay, thank you. That's a good answer. Yes.
You'd expect there to be a level of trust. His approval rating is significantly high with Republicans versus Democrats, but Bush had a better, approval rating with Democrats at this point in time. I mean, it's really been, 1 month, going on 2 now, that Trump's been in office, so I guess some of the things I am actually encouraged by, though, the one thing I'm encouraged by is his willingness to go and bypass the media and talk directly to the people, because the media does do that, shady stuff where they go and they twist messages to fit their own agenda.
Also interesting is, remember, it's illegal to possess these stolen documents. It's different for the media. So everything you learn about this, you're learning from us. And in full disclosure, let's take a look at what is in there and what it means. Joining us now, CNC.
And lately, the agenda has been really against a lot of the people in America. So he called the press the enemy of the people. I don't agree with that necessarily. I mean, they lie. Everybody lies in the media, I think, on occasion, but it doesn't really make them the enemy. And I think we really need the press. So hopefully that relationship gets sorted out. I doubt it. I really doubt it will be sorted out, but hopefully we see a little bit. It gets better, maybe, hopefully. I'm going to try to be optimistic, whatever. And also, we're going to talk about Milo. Speaking of media being unreliable and not trustworthy, okay, apparently Milo had made some comments about not really pedophilia, but he made some comments about abusers and their relationship with pedophiles, trying to making light of it, and he made a really dark joke. The thing is, they had this information, and they waited till Milo got big to use it against him. So Milo, of course, he made his apology, which I was surprised. I did not expect Milo to apologize, but I'm glad he did.
I did say that there are relationships between older gay men and younger gay men that can help the younger gay man escape from a lack of support or understanding at home. It's perfectly true, and every gay man knows it. I'm certainly guilty of imprecise language, which I regret. And anyone who suggests, however, that I turn a blind eye to illegal activity or to the abuse of minors is unequivocally wrong. Release it. The book will come out this year as planned, with perhaps an additional chapter. I'll be donating 10% of my royalties to child sex abuse charities. I haven't ever apologized before, and I don't anticipate ever doing it again. Name-calling doesn't bother me, and misreporting doesn't bother me, but to be a victim of child abuse, and at the same time be accused of being an apologist for child abuse, is absurd. I regret the things that I said. I don't think I've been as sorry about anything my whole life, and this isn't how I wanted my parents to find out about this.
But basically what Milo said is these people don't really care about victims of these kind of crimes, he says, and he encourages victims of this kind of crime to stand up for themselves. Don't let it define you. Don't let it control your life if this happened to you, which is a powerful message. Good to see Milo, taking a kind of positive route in that direction. Hopefully we can see more of that later on. I mean, if you use facts to back up what you're saying, I'm always going to agree with you. So there's a lot of things I agree with what Milo says. There's a lot of things I don't. But yeah, hopefully his career can grow into something good. And, that's good for him to, make this apology really good on him. But another thing I wanted to talk about with the whole situation is it's got people united in weird ways. Let me explain. Well, you see, conservatives, after they found out that Milo made these comments, of course they're going to be like, we can't support this guy. What are we thinking? Why would we have this guy? He's not a real conservative. And then liberals, that have been against Milo all along, they're like, we told you so, look at this guy, he's crazy, stuff like that, whatever. But what I'm glad that they were united on is the fact that pedophilia is not okay. And the reason I bring that up is because I had seen earlier, before this whole thing went down, some left-leaning, really heavy left-leaning articles trying to kind of humanize pedophilia. Of course, to attack Milo on the subject, they had to demonize pedophilia again. So, of course, we're not going to see, hopefully we're not going to see any more pro-pedophile kind of things like that in the future. Because, man, that was really bad, hitting, bringing America to a bad situation, I think. But yeah, with it, hopefully we can have good conversations about everything and what's going on. So, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And sorry for taking that really long hiatus that we had. Been really hectic lately. A lot of busy doing things with life, whatever, trying to get myself sorted. But yeah, I got a new editor and everything like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.